Hi everybody, it's Susan from Sunrise Quilt Studio, and today's block is called the Ladies Wreath block, and this is a 12-inch block. It's made with half square triangles and single squares. Now this block you can make in several different layouts to make it your own. The original block that I saw was all one print with the background, so all one color instead of two. I just thought I'd add an extra color to kind of liven it up a little bit. You can have more colors than that if you want to. So anyway, I hope you'll stay with me and I'll show you how to make the Ladies Wreath block. Here are the fabrics that you need to make the Ladies Wreath block. For A, you will need 6 4-inch squares, and I have cut 2 from the yellow and then I've cut 4 from my blue. B is 6 4-inch squares, and C is 4 3.5-inch squares. And you'll want to draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of your B squares. Now for your A squares, you can make them all one color. You don't have to separate them out the way I am here. This is just going to give us an extra punch of color and a little bit of a different look. So I'm going to adjust the camera and we'll get started sewing. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is to make half square triangles with the A and the B squares. So I'm going to put them right sides together and sew a 1/4 inch away from both sides of that drawn line. Just flip it around, sew on the other side. Okay, and then I'm going to cut a part right on that drawn line, and that'll give me 2 half square triangles. And then these will need to be trimmed and pressed, and they need to measure 3.5 inches. So there is one of the half square triangles. So I'm going to chain piece all of the rest of these together, and then I'll trim and press, and then we'll lay out the pieces and sew the block together. Now I have my half square triangles done and my C squares are here, so I can lay out all of the block pieces, and then I can sew it together into rows. So I have 2 different colors. I have yellow and I have blue. You can make these all one color, as I said before, but we're going to start here with the top row, and the first 2 pieces are going to go the same way, and then we're going to put a C square in here. Now this is a white on white, so hopefully I'm getting that turned the right direction. And then this C square or triangle goes here, and now I want a yellow one here. My diagram is all one color, so I'm having to try and remember how I want to do this. Okay, this one goes here, and this one I want to be yellow. And then I need another C-square. And then another C-square over here. I want a yellow one here, but a blue one here. And then this yellow one here. And a C-square. Blue and blue. Okay, so there is one layout. Let me back up a little bit. That's as far I can go. Okay, I hope you can see that. Now you can do other things. You can make these two blue and make these two, or these two yellow, which we can do. Let's do this. So we can do that. Or you could switch these around. And do that. So just by changing your color placement, you can give your block a different look. So you decide what works best for you. And sew everything into rows, and then sew all your rows together. And I'm going to finalize my layout here. I'm not certain what I'm going to do at this point, but I think I'm going to do this. There we go. So how's that? Anyway, we're ready to sew things into rows, so I'll adjust the camera and get sewing. Okay, I'm sewing the first two pieces of each row together, and then I'll add the third and the fourth, and then I will sew the rows together. Okay, now I've got everything chained together here. Let me zoom out so you can see that a little better. I've got everything chained, all connected. This is not my favorite way to put a block together, so I think it makes it hard to manipulate things, but I thought I would go ahead and try it with this block. Since we have all of these half square triangles, and getting them turned in the wrong direction would be real easy to do. So this way everything is in place and I don't have to worry about everything getting turned. So I just wanted to double check before I sew these rows together, and everything is the way it's supposed to be. So now I'm going to go ahead and sew the rows together and the block will be done. So I'm going to pin the seams, and if those little chains get in my way, I can always clip them. So we're just going to do this a little at a time here, nesting the seams together. And there are points all over the place and seams to match, so you can be on the lookout for that so you don't blend off your points, like here and then here are points. So I'm going to keep the seam on the seam, keep the needle on the seam side of the points. Okay, here's my finished Ladies Wreath block, and that turned out really well. I'm real pleased with that. So just remember that you can change your colors around however you want. You could add more colors if you want even. Like these two pieces could be yellow, they could be a completely different color. You know, you could do all kinds of things with this block to make it your own. So I hope you give this block a try. Well, that is it for the Ladies Wreath block. I think this turned out really well. This is a really good beginner's block, and I hope you'll give this one a try. And don't forget, you can change the colors, move them around. There's different ways to lay them out so that your block looks different, and just make it your own. Now, if you like this video, please click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video comes up. And in the meantime, I hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. For more quilting ideas, click on the video links. And to keep up with my latest projects, click on the subscribe button. I hope to see you again soon.